Set your clocks, set your watches. It's prime time.
You may begin.
Haley, wake up. Come on. It's time for you to get ready for school.
Oh, I don't want to get up.
Seriously, Haley, come on. It's time for you to wake up. The school bus is going to wait for you.
Dad, I don't think school is the best idea right now.
Why not? What's wrong? Do you feel sick?
I'm okay. It's probably just that darn influenza going around. Spreads like wildfire, you know.
Well, to be honest, I think it's because you haven't been eating properly.
What are you talking about? I eat just fine.
Well, for the past couple of weeks, you've been skipping out on dinner. And I called the school about your lunch balance, and it's basically the same as it has been, except the only difference is you've been getting 2% milk. Is it because you think you're fat? You could be drinking whole if you wanted to. Are you being bullied at school, or like what's going on?
I mean, I guess now that you mentioned it, there's been a group of older kids bullying my friends and I because they think we're fat.
That's terrible. You shouldn't have to feel like you should mold yourself to fit what other people want you to be. What other people want you to be.
I just don't feel the same about myself anymore.
Well, when I was your age, I actually had the same problem, but my parents gave me a book. I actually gave that book to you. Do you know where it is?
Which book?
The Amazing Body.
Oh, I think it's under my bed.
All right, well, let's go get it. Let's read.
Don't you think that I'm a little too old for stories?
Nope. Sit down. The Amazing Body. It is. Once upon a time, there was a young creature named Nick. Man, did Nick have an appetite. His favorite thing to do was eat. That's all he seemed to do. Eat and eat and eat. Of course, he had his favorite foods and his not-so-favorite foods. He ate so much that he looked as if he was about to burst. The best thing about this was that he was happy with himself and how he was living his life. He had no one to tell him what to do or how to live his life. He spent most of his time by himself making up new recipes and relaxing outdoors. Cooking was something he truly enjoyed. He would make spectacular meals that would just make your nose go crazy. It was like nothing you have ever smelled before.
What's the point to this story?
The point is to help you understand that eating is important not only for yourself, but for others too.
Okay, I understand. Can we be done?
No, we're gonna read this book. Calm down. Unfortunately, one day after he cooked his favorite meal and gobbled it all down, he went for an afternoon stroll, and unexpectedly out of the blue, an unbelievably rude group of creatures came walking along. They began to whisper things under their breath and laugh at him. Nick began to notice they were looking at him and began to feel uncomfortable. Nick took their ridicule as a silly joke at first, but the criticism about his weight really started to get to him. He seemed to get made fun of more and more, which started to affect his eating, causing him to eat less, almost to the point of him starving himself. He was eating so little that it began to make him sick, and his belly started to shrink. His bad eating habits started to affect the rest of his body too.
Is this story over?
It's my time. He just wasn't as bright as he used to be anymore. His brain wasn't functioning properly, and he had shortages on relaying messages to the rest of his body. What's even worse than that is his heart wasn't as strong as it used to be. His drive and determination to do anything or accomplish things began to lessen. Due to his lack of eating, he began to become weak and was causing harmful. Wake up. Reading. He began to become weak and was causing harmful damage to his body. Nick's horrible eating habits began to worry those around him. Those people who truly cared for him, like his friends and family, began to gather around him and support him. With the help and support of his friends and family, and the realization that even strangers he doesn't know have their own flaws, he can don whatever he pleases, and it made him a happy creature for the rest of his life. In the end.
I guess your story does make a little bit of sense.
Well, yeah, who would have thought that eating would have made a little bit of sense?
I don't know, I guess I just felt really distorted. I mean, the people who cared about me already were the people I was trying to get to care about me.
Yeah, well, that's true, but you shouldn't be feeling too down about yourself. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but we can start to correct yours by eating the batch pancakes I made downstairs.
No way you made pancakes?
Yup.
Oh, I'm so excited, pancake time!